All right, guys. So I'm going to start off by just taking accountability for my consistency. I wanted to be able to post every Wednesday, and obviously today is Thursday. So I missed posting yesterday, and I just want to say that I'm aware things have happened over this week, but I'm proud of myself that I am on here right now getting this video out to you, and I am going to do my best to get back on my Wednesday schedule to keep you guys updated. So with that, welcome back to my channel. All right, so let's get into Carnivore. And I do have some updates about Burlesque that I'll get to afterwards. But right now, I know many of you guys are waiting for my update, my week 4 update. And I gotta say, week 4 went pretty darn good. After having some slip ups in Vegas, I got back to New York. I hit the ground running, and I have been strict carnivore for the last now 9 days now. So yay me, back on it. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be to get back on carnivore. It was not as difficult as the first week that I went through. However, I did have some, a little bit of the keto flu symptoms, just a little bit, and my energy was down more than I would like it to be, but also that probably has to do with the fact that I just started my cycle today. I'm sorry if that is TMI for anybody who is listening, but this is just part of what it is to be a woman going through this. So it's day 1, and last time I said that I was surprised over the fact that I didn't have any cramps at all. This time it's not exactly the same. I was able to know that it was coming. Yesterday I was feeling like the premenstrual situation happening. I'm not having regular cramps. It's definitely not the same as normal, but it is not, just easy breezy like it was last time, which is a little unfortunate because I will be traveling again tomorrow, and I hate traveling when I'm on my cycle, but it is what it is. I have to make the donuts, and I am booked in Minneapolis. I will also tell you guys all about that in a little bit when I talk about the burlesque stuff. So back to this carnivore diet. So I did lose some weight, so I'm back on it. Last week I didn't lose any weight, so I was still at 182. And this morning when I got on the scale, and yesterday when I got on the scale, it is at 180. So that's 2 pounds again this week. I was hoping to get into the 170s, but I'm not going to complain. 2 pounds is 2 pounds, especially after having a not great week the week before. I'm just happy that my body is reacting properly and getting right back on track. Also, because my cycle just started, I'm going to assume that maybe after this is over, I'm going to feel a little bit different. I don't feel bloated, so that is good, but I think that has a little bit of something to do with why I was feeling so tired this last week and wasn't able to get into the gym the way and do the type of workouts I really wanted to do. But as I mentioned in the last, hold on, let me take a drink because I'm thirsty. Okay, so as I mentioned in the last video, I am also doing 75 hard, and that is going pretty well because I have been practicing on the carnivore diet for now. Today is day 30, technically. I felt like I was able to transition into it nicely. As far as my workouts are going, I'm only walking at this point. I have a walking pad inside of my apartment, and then I do 1 outdoor walk every day. Typically, after dropping my daughter off at school, I'll continue to walk and just knock it out first thing in the morning. And that seems to work for me. I'm getting some fresh air during the day, and I get my body moving. I have been stretching a lot, though. One of the things that I'm trying to recover from is a car accident I had a few months ago that really knocked my hips out of socket. So my range of motion and my flexibility have taken a huge hit, and that is something that I really want to get back. So I talked to a person who's actually a contortionist, and they gave me some tips, and I have been putting that into practice. So I am very excited about that. I am seeing some progress there. And because of that, I don't feel like I need to push it so hard. Also, being on carnivore and starting 75 hard, I know how easy it is to get completely burnt out, and I just don't want to do that. So I am easing my way back into working out regularly, but as my energy is increasing, I am looking forward to going back into the gym and hopefully just tone up a little bit more. So with my new 2-pound weight loss, that's a total of 14 pounds down in 30 days. And a total of 3 inches off of my belly button area, which I call my waist, but it's not my true waist. It's around my belly button. But that was the biggest part of my belly. So being able to see that go down has been wonderful. And because of the doing the pictures every single day that is required in 75 Hard, I'm actually able to do side-by-side comparisons. So I'm really excited that I'm seeing the bloat actually go down. So everything has been going well. The update is good. I'm happy. Now we're at 30 days in. So I said that I was going to be dairy-free for the first 30 days, and for the most part I was. However, today, as you saw earlier, there is some cream in my coffee, and I'm telling you, I feel like it's a brand new day for me because the diet has been getting a little bit boring, and I've been looking forward to regularly adding dairy back into it. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it can completely backfire and I will blow up, and in that case, I will adjust and cut back on dairy. But one thing I want to try is some goat cheese. I sampled a little bit of goat cheese and I'm all here for it. I just am excited about putting cheese and bacon on my burgers. That's the thing that I've been looking forward to this whole time, and I think it's really going to help me on the rest of this 90 days because I am going for the whole 90 days. So regardless of if you guys think that it's officially 30 days or not, for me, I'm calling this a win because I'm really proud of myself for getting back on track immediately and being consistent with sharing with you guys. So here we are. I gotta also say that I have not really read any of the comments from the last video because I was scared. I was scared and I didn't want to read anything that would disappoint me and would throw me off my journey. But now that I'm feeling confident and good again, I will get into reading the comments and responding to the comments. I'm gonna take another drink because I got a lot to talk about. If you guys have any fun recipes that'll help add in a little bit of variety, because right now the bacon is great, I love it, but you know, I'm getting a little bit tired of having just the hamburger patties and the steaks and the bacon. So if you guys know any combinations, then please let me know. One thing that I did try yesterday that felt really amazing is I got these pork rinds. I have been eating a lot of pork rinds at the store near my house. You can get them freshly made. I have been actually learning how to make them myself over this last week. I have bought an air fryer. That really has changed the game for me, mostly just making it really easy for me to get my meals like just done. I made a whole thing of chicken wings this week, which was amazing. I ate them all in one sitting, and you know, I just felt like that was a perfect way to break in this air fryer, and I've used it every day since. I make my kids breakfast in it in the morning. My favorite thing about it is I can just put the food in and walk away. Like typically when I make breakfast for her, I have to stay, focus on it, make sure everything doesn't burn. And, you know, having the air fryer has made a huge difference for me. So if you don't have an air fryer and you're on Carnivore, I highly, highly recommend that you get one. When it comes to my daughter, I think the hardest part is trying to navigate my diet with her diet. She's 6 years old, and while I have been feeding her more on the carnivore diet, I can't just completely cold turkey her into not having any treats at all. Unfortunately, she is a bit of a sweet tooth, and you know, I am a bit of like a pushover when it comes to that, but she's active, she's healthy, and I don't want to give her any kind of like crazy food ideas already at such a young age. So I'm slipping in more healthy meals. I'm definitely cooking only carnivore breakfasts for her, which I feel like has made a huge difference just behaviorally. Like, not that she's a bad kid, but I just have noticed that she's a lot more calm throughout the day, which has been really, really nice. So typically when I give her any sweet treats, it's like right after school and we're right at the playground. So she gets to run it all off. So for anybody who has kids, let me know if your kids are eating carnivore with you or how that's going or how you navigate that, because that is the most complicated thing for me, preparing dessert for her and not being able to eat it. And I was realizing how much like subconscious eating I used to do because of the way that I have to actually like make an effort not to just put, you know, kettle corn and or whatever inside of my mouth when I'm like making her snacks and stuff for school. Okay, so that is everything really that I want to talk about when it comes to the carnivore diet. I'm proud of myself. I am happy that I have stuck with it this long. And y'all just please stick with me and bear with me. I'm very excited about this journey, and I'm, you know, looking forward to getting back fully into reading all the comments and everything. With that being said, please still comment and please still send encouraging messages, because I will be definitely reading them tomorrow when I'm at the airport and using that time to respond. Oh, another thing, while I'll be in Minneapolis, the production team for this show that I'm doing, for these shows that I'm doing, are so wonderful. They're putting me up in an Airbnb. They've already asked me for a full grocery list, so that way they can go and get all of the things that I need. So I gave them a very simple eggs, bacon, all that kind of stuff. So that way when I land and over the weekend, I don't have to worry about not knowing what I'm going to eat and then being put in a bad situation like I was when I first got to Vegas. And that's it. Everything on Carnivore. Am I like, I feel like I'm sweating. It is so hot today, everybody. It is Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. I hope y'all are enjoying your day off if you had a day off. And, you know, for my people, you know, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope that you guys are getting all of the love. Now, speaking of Juneteenth, that is the reason why I'm going to be traveling to Minneapolis. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be performing tomorrow night as well as Saturday, as well as teaching a class, and then I'll be back on a plane to New York on Sunday so I can work at one of my regular shows, Bathtub Gin, on Sunday night. So we are going to be really, really, really busy, but I'm feeling focused and excited. So if you are in the Minneapolis area and you want to support some amazing Black artists while you are there, I will be performing at the Capri Theater tomorrow night. And then I will be performing at a venue called Gay 90s on Saturday night. And I will also be teaching a class for anybody who is interested in learning the art of fan dancing. I will be teaching that. Speaking of classes, sorry guys, I'm talking a mile of a minute. And I think maybe because there is a little bit of dairy inside of that, it looks like a lot, but half and half really brightens up the coffee. I feel like maybe that's why I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied. However, here we go. So speaking of classes, like I said, over the last couple of weeks, in collaboration with my mentor, the iconic Pearl Noir, if you don't know, please look them up. They are one of the best burlesque performers, I think, living today. And it is just such an honor for me to be able to work with them and learn from them. I've been a member of their burlesque house for the last 8 years, and I've been working with them for, you know, more than a decade. We were really good friends. They're family to me, and they are transitioning out of performing burlesque like the way I perform burlesque. They have been transitioning into more of like the holistic health coaching world, which has been really amazing because there's so many things about burlesque that anybody can use and apply to any type of work that they do, whether you're public speaking and you need to get better at storytelling or expressing yourself, or you just want confidence to ask for that raise. There's so many aspects of burlesque that can be applied to so many different walks of life and so many different scenarios. So I'm very proud of them. They're actually in Los Angeles right now at the Millionaire Summit. It's called ROI, which stands for Return on Investment, for any of you people out there who know. But they have been doing keynotes there for the last 3 years. They've done an amazing podcast where they've told their story. And it's just so amazing to see them being embraced by a whole different community outside of the burlesque community. But with that being said, that means that for burlesque performers, we're not going to have access to Pearl for much longer. So with this burlesque bundle, me and Pearl are in collaboration. The burlesque bundle is going to come with 2 live workshops with me. They're going to be online, so they're not technically live, but you know, you'll be able to watch them live and participate live, and they come with recordings. It's also going to come with an act development course by Pearl Noir, plus some bonuses like some bits from both of my ebooks that talk about how to book private gigs, which is not just for burlesque performers, it's for any type of artist, and how to perform in floor shows, meaning there is no typical stage, but how do you create a stage-like environment in those cases. So I talk about performing in the round and performing in different types of stages that are not the typical stage. So I'm very excited about that. And while I'll be in Minneapolis, I'll be teaching the fan dance class, like I said. So I'll be incorporating some of that stuff into the live classes as well. So if you're there and you want to learn from me, please come. Any type of fan works, even the little hand fans that you use for boots on the ground. Any type of fans will work for the class. Silk, feather, whatever you got, bring it. And you know, you still got a day. I don't know if you can go and run out if you don't have any fans, but try to make it happen. It's going to be an amazing class. Last update. For those of you who know, I have been a part of a podcast. I created a podcast with two of my burlesque friends a couple of years ago, and today on Juneteenth it is our season 3 premiere, and I'm super excited and super proud. We have been doing this now for 2 full solid seasons, and now we're on season 3, and we're just getting better and we're just getting bigger. So if you want to listen to that, then please head over to Spotify, look up the Assorted Chocolates podcast, and you will find yours truly, as well as Gigi Holiday and Reign Supreme, where we talk about everything in the burlesque world from a Black perspective. And we talk about pop culture and things like that too. So if you're not into burlesque, there is still things to enjoy. So I really hope that you look at that. Last, if you're in Minneapolis and you want to get tickets to these shows that I am performing in, all you have to do is go to Juneteenth Jubilee, spelled fully out, Juneteenth Jubilee 2025. 2025 is the numbers. You don't have to spell that out, just 2025 at Eventbrite. There you will find all the tickets to all of the shows that are going on, as well as tickets to the classes. I think that's it. I'm getting really tongue-tied and I still have to pack, and I don't want to keep drinking coffee to get through this because obviously it's making me really excited, but I got to do what I got to do. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. All of you who have been commenting and liking and sharing and sending me support. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I really do feel like this is a community here, and I just want to let you know that I appreciate it all and I love you all. So until next week, I am Poison Ivory. I am signing off. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of the things. And I hope you guys have an amazing Juneteenth and an amazing rest of the week.